Hey everybody, Rock DIY here. What I have here is one of the vacuum control valve sets, and this consists of several other components, but this being the main item. And this is something you really shouldn't have to deal with too many times because there's not really much you can do with them as far as servicing them, except maybe replace hoses. But if you end up doing changing your spark plugs or disassembling the top part of the engine, you may get to this because there's some bolts that you have to remove. You may come across these, and this piece specifically is from a 1997 Toyota Century V12, and unfortunately on this car, both of these, because there's one on the right and left of the engine, were broken, and the vehicle still runs with or without them properly connected. So in the case of this one, this tube was hooked up, but this was broken off completely, so there was nothing connected to it. And then just for general awareness, if you look this up, it's not being manufactured. So anybody that you could possibly get this from, it is back ordered and pretty much not being even produced. But this would cost you, it's $147.58 for just this piece without the tube. And if with tax and shipping, it would be about $181.34 for this piece, because this was ordered and then it was a month later they said it was back ordered and not being shipped. I had to look at other options, so the option was to open it up and figure out what it consists of. And so what I've done is I've basically opened up these pushed in tabs on the side, and this is what it looks like inside. And when you see this, you'll be really surprised why it costs so much. So the inside of the canister is empty, there's nothing in it. And then the top, so you can see where the one hole is that goes to this tube right here, and then the other hole is behind this right here. So I've taken this apart, and what they did is they melted the side, melted some plastic tabs in that hold this ring in. So there's this ring, and then there's this filter, which normally falls right out. But there's this filter, and then there's this valve, and this is one of those valves where if something's being pulled in this way, the valve is closed and prevents it from coming in. And then if the air goes this way, it opens the valve and air will come out this way. I tried to remove this piece. This piece I could not get out, but it does have a little valve, a rubber flap inside of it. Alright, so then the next step was to figure out how to get around not being able to get one of these. And so the option is, and I've already done it here, this was broken off here, and what I did is I took a 1/4-inch drill bit and drilled it out cautiously. I started with two other smaller bits and gradually got to the 1/4-inch bit, and I was careful not to go all the way down because I don't want to interfere with the valve in there. And what's being done is, so if this is the hole, what's being done is there's going to be a piece that's made with a 3D printer. And this piece right here is what's going to be made. This is the hole right here that's there. This part of it will fit down inside, and then this little collar on top will make it more stable, and then also be able to glue the surface down better with the collar on it. So this will be glued down here, and then this will be glued around here. And then what that'll do is it'll allow, well, what'll happen is basically this part right here is this part right here, and then that will allow a hose to be connected to it. So a 3D printer will be used to do that, to get around not being able to get one of these, and then it will be put back together. And hopefully there's no issues with these tabs locking it back down. I don't think there will be, because there's really not too much damage, and the only thing that would need to be done is take something like a screwdriver or something and push in on the center, and it'll lock it right back in on here. As far as fixing this will be put back in, and then I'll just take a solder gun and I'll just go around and get the edge to lock down on this washer here, and then that'll be it. It'll be functional again. The part number that's written on the side of this canister is 25719-74010. Last digit's a little difficult to see. So if you look it up, this is what you'll come up with. But if you go like Amiyama, the part number here does not match up with the part number on that website. And on the website for this specific car, the number's 25804. Here it is. This is the piece that's going to go in here. And this is a opened up 1/4 inch drill bit. And as I showed in my little diagram, this will go inside the cap. And then this collar will have glue on the underside of it to give it more adhesion. And then this is where the hose will go on. So hose fits good. And then as far as this goes right on there, and all I gotta do is glue it on, and that will be it. It'll be good as new. And this only probably cost about, besides buying the original filament, this would probably only cost about 4 cents to make, rather than $181.34 for a brand new one. This I don't think I mentioned it, but this container and the top minus the metal ring are made with a polyoxymethylene, which is also known as acetal or polyacetal. And this piece right here was made with PLA filament. This is the glue that I'll be using, which is B680. It's an instant adhesive. I used it for other things that some super glues don't work, but this has worked great for a lot of things that require super glue.